Welcome to Real Day Trading and your 5K challenge update. Well, it was a hell of a day. You could see here, this is all the activity we did in this little old account today. And right now we are at 4,400. 20 minutes before close, this account was at 5,100 in profit. When we started the day, it was down to 3,200. So I basically looked at that and said, no fucking way. And we had to trade our way out of the hole. This market, this type of market, can create those things in a small account, particularly because you do not have the ability to day trade. For example, Etsy. So the first trade I made this morning was getting rid of Etsy for $1.20 credit. You can see right here. If we could day trade, then Etsy, go to Etsy here. By the way, SENS, look at this thing. This is like a really good daily chart for a cheap stock. This is a great buy right now. Look at it going after hours. I should have kept this in the morning. No looking back, I know, but that was a mistake dumping it. Yesterday, this is where you normally would take profits in Etsy. Why? Well, this was a 129, 125 bullish, put debit spread. It was pretty much at the lower end of the spread with a day left to go. We would have had around 100% profit on this spread if we could have taken it. But Amazon comes along and drags Etsy up with it. As you can see, Etsy finishes the day up around $6.50. I bailed right here as fast as I could. And if I didn't, it would have just started continuing up and we would have lost our chance to get anything out of this spread. So I took $1.20 credit. Okay, it was a loss. Wasn't happy with it, but I'm glad we were able to salvage something. Then I bought back the calls on Apple. If you remember, at the end of the day, I kind of bought some short calls, one to give the account some more buying power. That's a easy trick, easy way to give yourself buying power is to sell some calls or puts that go along with your long calls or long puts, essentially turning them into call debit spreads or put debit spreads, right? You get some buying power out of it and you create some protection. You limit your upside, but we're not looking for huge gains on some of these, right? On Etsy, by the way, you can see it is still a good short. Why? This is resistance. This is Etsy, and it cannot get through. This is resistance, sorry. This is Etsy trying, and it cannot get through resistance, can it? No. So this actually is not a bad short for anyone looking for one. Even though it was up today, it was up in sympathy with Amazon. I believe Etsy continues down on Monday. My only caveat there is pretty bullish on the market, so I don't know if Etsy will hang around this area. I don't think it's going to break through that much. Okay. Like I said, I bought back the short calls on Apple. Then I took profit, $2.73 credit. It was a decent win on HON. And HON here, I took it right around here. I could have waited a bit, but given the market, which I was bullish on, I did not want to wait that long but it did go down, right? Okay, I could have taken more profit here, but I would not have done it differently. I would have still taken profit up here. It was the right thing to do. You can see it rebounded. I wasn't going to stick around and wait as I saw Etsy going up as well. I know it's a different sector, but I wanted to make sure we could lock in profits on this, particularly with the account in the state it was in. I also bought back my short calls here on, CC, C, there you go. Okay. This one here, I took profit up around here. I had a little bit more ways to go. It's still a decently bullish stock, but as you can see here, it is hitting its algo line, comes in right around 13, right there. So, one, you set an alert, breaks 13, going to get an alert. That's a very bullish sign. But if you went off this candle here, which is not as strong as this one, but went off this candle here, you could see there's a smaller one that is actually hitting up against right there. And that's it. Comes in right around the same number here. So I can put that in there too. You got two lines here converging. That is pretty strong resistance. If it can break through that, I will re-enter, but I didn't see enough volume today to justify that it was going to surge past. So that's why I got out, took profit. Then I bought back ABBV here. I bought it back over here for a little bit, like a 9-cent loss on the short calls. This looked like a very bullish formation. I thought this was going to continue, got a bull flag here. So I wanted to get rid of the short calls so I could just take profit running on the long call. Makes sense. However, it decided to do this here, and wasn't even because, if you look over here at it, comparison, SPY, there we go. It's not like, I mean, SPY was dropping, but SPY was going up here and it was dropping, right? That's never a good sign. I did wind up cashing those calls at right here, 8.52. I took $4.15 on them. Where's 8.52? That would be 11.52 here, right there. After it bounced up, saw this here. It was coming back down to its 8 EMA. It took profit right around there. It had a little bit more to go, but it also then dropped back down again. Kind of lost its strength. The sector lost its strength. It's still really, really strong here on the daily chart. But again, this is where you just set an alert, right? 140.80. So I go here and put an alert of 140.80. Okay. When it breaks out of this, when it breaks out of this right here, I will get a alert. Easy enough. Great. Okay. What else did I do? BTU, grabbed this and then sold some calls against that too. BTU looked really strong. The sector was strong. Everything was strong. And then it kind of came down and flattened out. Still really like this daily chart. I like how it gapped up above the 50 SMA here. I think the sector is strong. If the sector stays strong, you'll probably get a decent opening. You can see here, this is the algo line coming down right to, let's call it right there. It crossed over it, right? And it's right there. So it's going to try up against this here. You have support here, you have resistance here, bouncing around. Volume is decent down here. Support, resistance right in between. That's why I also bought the short calls above it at 14, the long calls at 12. We'll see. It's not a great pick. It's not a terrible pick. It was a great pick earlier in the day over here. But again, no day trades. Can't get rid of it once you got it, right? Amazon, well, this was a pain in the ass because Amazon here, right around the opening here, right around there. You see it, but right around there. That butterfly, the call butterfly, was worth around, I don't know, $11. paid $6 for both the put and call butterfly sides. So just the call butterfly alone at that point was worth $11. I thinking, okay, this alone, and this is where when P&L messes up your trading, is where I messed up. Because here I am thinking, well, if Amazon just continues to show weakness, obviously this thing was up over 3,200 after hours yesterday, and now here it is back down to almost 3,000. And I'm thinking, all right, if Amazon can close around 3,000, that trade alone is going to net me $3,500. Boom. The challenge is over at this point, right? Great. So what do? I don't take what I should have taken, which was the $1,100, which would have given me $500 in profit, making it a very good trade over here. Instead, I wait until 11:46, 8:46 my time, which would have been right around here. And at this point, I realize this damn thing ain't coming back down. And so I took $1 and was lucky to get that. That was stupid. Okay. Sorry. All right, going on. Any. Thank you, Professor 1970, for pointing this one out. Great pick. I grabbed the 3 calls. I now have 11 of those calls. And I got the first one at 8:45, so 11:45, right here. Right when any was around $2.29, which it happens to be now. When it's all the way up here, we were up around $300-400 on this trade. But of course, again, this is one I would have cashed, but we're holding it and hoping that it pops back up. As you can see, what concerns me about any is it got through the 50-day over here and could not stay above it. Now, these type of stocks generally are dictated by volume and not so much SMAs or other points. Why? Because they're not very algo driven. This is very much driven by institutions backing up retail, let's just say. So it doesn't bother me that much that it couldn't get through the 50 here. We do have a very strong line here of volume that this stock has not seen since all the way over here, since September 2nd. And you see what happened there, right? So we're holding it. Hopefully it's going to go on a run. I would have preferred to have SCNS instead, but we got any. All right. Moving on, AFL. That was another one. Look at that amazing daily chart right here. That is an incredible daily chart for AFL. That's great. Love this trade. Still in it. I have 2 contracts for the 63 strike, and I got them for $2.05. Right now, those are worth about $2.05. So they're about even at the moment. Still like the trade. I think this is going to, even it's a little sector dependent, it's going to take off. Okay. I wanted a short at this point, and I took MMM. Ugly, ugly, ugly daily chart here. Really bad. Well, good for a short. Took the short right around here and popped up a bit, came back down. Fine with this short. Only have a 1 contract on it. It is the 162.50 put. I once again took the short calls on Apple. I then looked for another short, and this is when the market was dipping a bit. I found Campbell Soup. Apparently no one gives a shit about Campbell Soup anymore because it fell through the 200 and the 50 SMA, heading down, you got this little death cross going on over here, and oh, actually the opposite, the death cross is over here, but falls down through it after having really, really good price action up here. This is breaking out of compression. This broke all kinds of levels of support. Really good short. Happy with it. Glad we have it. Even if the market is up on Monday, I think this short's going to be fine. I closed out the lotto plays for Johnson & Johnson and Coke. Got like 2 cents for each of those. Forgot. Stupid. Don't do lotto plays on Thursdays. Not when you have under 25K account, you shouldn't. But here came the big trade, which was Tesla. Now, Tesla, as you know, we bought back our short call yesterday, leaving us exposed with one long call on Tesla, and it was for 9.15. Well, when we opened, that call was worth around $4. That sucked. But Tesla continued to be very strong with the market. Market would dip, Tesla would stay flat. Market would go up, Tesla would go up even more. So I waited and waited, and then finally at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, which would have been right around up here, right here. Right there. I took profit on Tesla. That bar. Well, went up a little bit more, but not much more. I think I and by that time, time decay would have killed it. I think I maximized the absolute most amount you could get out of that call. I got $12 on it. When you add in the $4 credit that I got from buying back the short call yesterday, that made the Tesla CDS a profitable trade, even though Tesla went down from when I got it. So that was a way to, not easy, but a way to leg out and still get profit on those CDSs. I took some Snap. I normally don't do a CDS going into next week. However, when the IV is so high and I'm overpaying for the options, so if I were to just get straight calls for Snap, they would be way more costly than they should be. So to mitigate against that, I did a call debit spread, which I normally don't do unless it's the same week. On Fridays, there are some exceptions to that, and this is the exceptions. Snap, very strong price action here, up $15. That is for a stock worth 38. I mean, it's 50% of its entire value. The company almost doubled in value overnight. And I grabbed the 38 to 43 call debit spread. If you see here on the daily chart, right over here, this arrow, and there's the, let's see here, the 50 moving day is 42. So right at the 50 pretty much is where the top of my spread is. If it goes up to challenge the 50-day moving average, I will be able to take pretty good profit off that spread. So that's what I'm counting on. I'm counting on it challenging that moving average. I also, before we closed, grabbed Facebook. Look at this really strong move here on Facebook, right there. I did also another call debit spread, 240 to 250. The good thing about this is on Monday, if Facebook opens down, I will just buy back the short call for profit. And at some point, Facebook, here is, I can draw it right here. Where is it? Right there. There you go. Oh, and let's go right across there. There you go. There. Okay. Facebook, support here, resistance here, it's right in between the two, has a limited downside unless it's going to break through this. And if it was going to break through this, it would have done it already. What it's doing is finding support and most likely going to go up to test this line here, which is at 250. Again, right at the top of my spread. So once again, I'm counting on Snap and Facebook going up and challenging resistance. If it gets through, great, but I will be out of the trade by then. I will be out of the trade before it either rejects or breaks through. All right. And oh yeah, I also grabbed some one NVDA call because why not? I had money still to spend. I'm going to spend it. If you notice, by the way, I am using every dime of my buying power. If I have $70 left, I'm going to use it and buy another call on ANY. It does no good just sitting there. If you have extra money and you see a good trade, you might as well buy it. Use it. Use your buying power. Okay. NVIDIA, that's another one trapped between two, right here. But here's your, show you. Go all the way back from here. There's your upward sloping line right there. NVIDIA bouncing off against it. You got two layers of support here. You got the sector starting to gain strength from Amazon. I think this is going to wind up being a decent call. In fact, this could be one where NVIDIA goes up $15, $20 and this call gives around 1,000 in profit. I think it's a well worth play. I don't think you're going to see NVIDIA drop below this 200-day moving average over here. So I think we're fine. Okay, that is the current state of the 5K challenge. This is battling back on a very difficult market. That's what this is. And this is what you have to do with these accounts. You have to actively manage them. Let me show you one other thing here. You can see here, this is the market. SPY coming down, trying to test the 200. Nope, not going to happen. Here's the 50, the 100, gets above it, comes back down. It's kind of caught in the middle, but this is a bullish flag. Would have been a little bit better if this was a bullish hammer right here, but probably can't see my cursor, can you? No. Bullish hammer right there. Make sure you can. Maybe you can't even see my cursor, but probably can't. That's weird. Either way, you see the green bar, that's the last green bar there. That would have been better as a bullish hammer. That did not become a bullish hammer because, even though I thought we would surge into the close, we had this, right? We had this red bar, red bar, red bar. Never got, if you look on the bottom, that's the 1OP indicator, never got the bullish cross to indicate the surge. Either way, I'm still long SPY. And I still believe we are in a very bullish formation and are going to continue up next week. Does the market have a guarantee on that? No, of course not. But this portfolio is prepared for any dips and more leaning on the bullish side. Anyway, you could tell it's been a long day. I need like a lot of things right now because it's been a long day. And that was your recap of a long day. These damn challenges are just, see, damn it, all straight to hell. See, long day. Long damn day. These friggin' challenges. 4,400. Pisses me off. But fine. I actually am happy that, very happy, yes, I couldn't be happier, that it went this way. Because this shows you what you need to do get up in the morning, you see, oh shit, it's down. It's $3,200. I'm down 1,800. Damn it, all straight. Yeah, I get it, right? It's your job to battle back. It's your job to look at that and go, oh fuck no, not going to happen. Not letting that happen. Identify the areas where that's causing you issues and find a way to balance your portfolio and make sure you get a couple of good profit. You see this? Couple of good profits. That's what you got to do. That's the whole trick right there. Get a couple of good profit. That's what you need to do. That's it. That's your lesson. Get good profit. Jesus Christ. Oh, I forgot to talk about the lotto play. Oh, yeah. Amazon. I grabbed Amazon a 3250 call, one of those, for $3.50 at 10:40 or 1:40 p.m. Eastern Time. And I sold it for $6 at 11:27. So 47 minutes later, I made $2.50 off of that play, around a 73% return on that lotto play. That's what lotto plays can do. Looks like I also took profit right at the perfect time on that play. And we'll just show you just for shits and giggles. Here we go. Amazon, what do we have? Blah, 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 blah. Here it is. 10:40 a.m. right there. Okay, I bought it. 140, it's over here. Probably can't. There's somewhere around here. And I took profit right up here. And as you can see, right after that, it starts stabilizing and then dropping. So took profit at the right time, just like with Tesla. So Tesla and Amazon, both examples of maximizing the absolute most amount you can get in profit on a play. So there's that. You want to know how to do that? You know what I'm going to say, right? You all know what I'm going to say because you need to read it because I wrote most of it. So you should read the damn thing. You need to read the damn wiki. And with that, I am going to go start my weekend. And so should you. Have a good one. Bye all.